Dopamine detox. What is it? Creating dopamine is a normal function of our brains. In fact, when you don't make enough, there's a whole list of nasty things that can happen. Being tired, moody, unmotivated, and depressed, just to name a few. Now I'm going to go through this as quickly as I can, and I'll go into more detail in my favorite cult. There's exclusive videos for members, an amazing group of supportive people doing life together. The link's in the usual place. So here's the problem. Dopamine can work like a drug. It is very easy to get addicted to. For example, when I visit my grandma, she puts out cake at the end of literally every meal, even breakfast. So for about 2 weeks after I visit her for just a few days, I'll be craving sugar after every meal. And I'm not normally one that has a sweet tooth. The same can be true for dopamine. When you fill up on junk dopamine, it gets addictive fast. You ever notice how easy it is to scroll for 5 hours? Yeah, and how difficult it is to sit and read for 20 minutes? It's because you got a sweet tooth for the junk dopamine. Now, I am not saying scrolling is bad. I'm saying filling up on scrolling is bad. In moderation, it's a fun little treat. So what am I talking about when I say dopamine detox? When you consume a lot of that junk food dopamine, much like a drug, you are raising your tolerance for it. So now instead of just a little 10-minute scroll keeping you happy, it needs to be a 20-minute scroll. Before you know it, your phone never leaves your hand. So a dopamine detox is getting that tolerance back down. So you don't need as much to be satisfied. The goal is not to not need dopamine. As I said before, creating dopamine is normal and healthy. Much like eating sugar, which we need to be healthy, it's too much. It's unhealthy. So how do we lower that bar? I'm going to give you 2 ways. First way, you can go hardcore. I've done this a few times. I went off to a 4-night retreat where electronics were not allowed. We journaled, did yoga, and all those kinds of things, and I will tell you now that was hard. As your brain detoxes, much like off any drug, it gets mad. But I got through it, and I felt super calm when I got home. Suddenly sitting on the couch reading a book was easy. Second way is you can do it far more gradually. Slower, but far easier day to day. Set some boundaries, such as not touching your phone first thing in the morning. It's actually one of the worst things you can do. Maybe say, I'm not going to touch my phone until X is complete. You need to experiment and see what works for you. So good luck. Check out my favorite cult for more support and follow me for more content on how to get through this life with the spicy brain.